All right, I've attempted a little fix. I'm sure you should be able to see my screen right now. Please just simply refresh. You can refresh your screen now. Please refresh. Thank you. If the screen goes off again, please let me know about that. All right, so let's begin the analysis. We are going to start all over again. I was talking about the sterling pound against the Canadian dollar. We took a little extra risk, right? Hoping that we are going to see a pullback to our entry level to close this trade out completely. Okay. All right, so the sterling pounds against Australian dollar as well. This one is pulling back quite fast. Hopefully, it's going to get to our entry point and we'll be closing this trade out more safely. All right, I am not comfortable with the aggressive setup itself anymore. The euro against Australian dollar, let's call this a range. Okay, there is nothing to trade here, just avoid that. The Australian dollar against Japanese yen, I have said let's give this trade one more day. Let's give it today. Okay, let's give it just today, sorry, tomorrow, and see what's going to happen. Let's give this trade one more day. All right, everything is still okay there. How about the Swiss franc against the Japanese yen? Much hesitation. We are going to give it one more chance again. We have a trend already forming in the 1 hour time frame, so keeping that stop loss at a break-even position. Price might hit that stop loss and begin to come back down, so we are going to place it at the previous swing high. Okay, this swing, we are going to keep it few pips above the previous swing high, which is more precisely the 114.87 level. Okay, so we are going to keep it there. Hopefully by tomorrow, if not today, price is going to push to the downside. The American dollar against the Japanese yen, we already closed this trade. I was talking about a possible resistance zone around that area, and so we are not ready to give that profit back, so we closed our trade somewhere around in here before that drop to the downside. So profit has been cashed out on this trade already. The trade has been closed completely. The euro against the sterling pounds, we placed our sell limit orders somewhere around in here. Price came very close to it but failed to trigger. This pair is still it's like it's changing direction right now. Okay, but it is not clear, so we are not going to take any trade here. This is the level to watch for tomorrow. This is the key level of support. If price breaks this level by tomorrow, then we have a nice trade to the downside. We'll be looking to trade the market flow strategy. The sterling pounds against the Swiss franc, price again made that fall. We were able to close this trade on time. I was also anticipating a kind of resistance zone there, which indeed held price very firmly. For tomorrow, we are expecting price to hit somewhere here and begin to push to the upside. So right now, no trade here. We are not taking any entry in this pair. How about gold? Gold triggered my entry, moved very nicely. You can see that was indeed a nice trade. I am sure it is moving to my second profit target right now. Second profit target is somewhere around here. I'm going to check that on the signal. I lost that line, but you can see this is a good peak. Just came back and triggered that entry, and from there on the first profit target has been hit, so we are waiting for the second profit target to be hit. This trade is still very okay. All right, so more upside. Let's leave this trade to run until the targets are hit. We have cashed out the first profit target. Our stop loss is now trailed to break-even position for the risk-free trade. We are hopeful that price will keep pushing to the upside. All right, euro against the Canadian dollar, the 1 hour time frame. Well, from the daily time frame, it's assumed that price is bouncing off that level of resistance, but trust me, this level right now is not something that I will want to keep. It's weak, and from here on, right there, price is expected to begin to push to the upside. I'm going to just readjust this level, or even draw the rising trend line. All right, let's keep that rising trend line. Then we might have another one in the 4 hours time frame. Let's keep that in the 4 hours time frame, and a bit of the daily time frame. Okay, so the euro against the Canadian dollar, you don't want to go short here. All right, please don't click on your sell button. Price has the potential to push to the upside. Let's draw this level of support. We'll keep this. There is just so much confusion in the market right now, so we are going to probably close all trade, take our time, reanalyze the entire pairs in order to take a very wise trades. All right, okay, so this is for the euro against the Canadian dollar. Price is likely to push to the upside. Don't go short with this pair. Okay, while I wait for your feedback, we will keep analyzing pairs. I don't know if any of you is even seeing my screen, or am I just talking to myself? All right, thank you. I was waiting for that feedback. Just hold on. All right, so the euro against the Canadian dollar, price should be pushing to the upside. How about the Australian dollar against the American dollar? Well, we got hit here yesterday, and price seems to be making some positive moves again to the upside. Well, lots of confusion, and we are not going to be taking any trade here again until the directional bias is clear enough. For now, there is just too much confusion in the Australian dollar against the American dollar. The sterling pounds against the American dollar, please, this is a level you don't want to go short. Remember, I mentioned this in the first broadcast, that this is a level that should bounce price, right? So for the sterling pounds against the American dollar, please do not click on your sell button here. However, we are going to keep this line. Let's keep that level while we delete this one. Okay, so in the sterling pounds against the American dollar, you don't want to go short with this pair. Price should be bouncing to the upside. Let me check this out. Okay, so price should be bouncing to the upside. You don't want to go short with this pair, although everything seems messed up right now, end of the month. The euro against the American dollar as well. Also remember, I told you I will not be going short around this area, and from what I am seeing, we might be looking for a long entry with this pair. Let me take out this. Mark to this high. Let's keep it around to this high. The American dollar seems to be losing strength again. Okay, this is a solid bounce off that area of support. Price might be pushing to the upside. Let's see the daily time frame. Okay. Well, not yet. Next pair, the Canadian dollar against the Swiss franc. Price bounced off that level of resistance due to that news announcement. Nothing for us. Japanese New Zealand dollar against Japanese yen as well. Nothing there. The New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. Pushing to the downside. Let's delete this line. This is what is causing much problems for us with the Swiss franc against Japanese yen trade. All right, so that's that line has confirmed itself, so we are going to keep it right there. Nothing really. Very ugly chart. The sterling pounds against the New Zealand dollar, still looking downwards. Nothing as well. The New Zealand dollar against the American dollar. I told you in the this first broadcast that I will not be going short around this area. So let's see what today's candle will look like. Canadian dollar against the Japanese yen. It seems the Japanese yen is losing some strength. Okay. Actually, nothing here to trade. Let me not waste your time. The Australian dollar against the Canadian dollar. This is also in a terrible mess of confusion. American dollar against the Swiss franc. In a problematic zone, you don't want to trade around that area. This is a powerful NFP candidate for tomorrow. You don't want to trade there, so just let's move away from this pair right now. Let me check this. Please give me a second. Okay, I can see this now. Just hold on, give me a second, please. All right, sterling pounds against the Japanese yen. The sterling pounds made another fall to the downside. Let's mark to this high. Nothing to trade here. The euro against Japanese yen. Nothing here as well. Very volatile day today. American dollar against the Canadian dollar. The Canadian dollar keeps gaining strength here based on that news announcement, pushing to the downside with heavy momentum. Let's delete this one. All right, keep this one. Euro against the New Zealand dollar, nothing there. Canadian dollar here again. Okay, it's a messy day already. A day that looks quite promising from the morning hour, but now not looking good to me again. All right, let's see whatever trade we are left with. If we have any loss to take, we'll take the loss. Hopefully we are going to make it back in future. There is no need to worry ourselves. This is still pushing really hard against us. And the trades here, give it some time. All right, thanks for watching. I know it's been a very difficult day, and the live stream has worsened the entire situation as well, because it is not really smooth. Some of our trades are sitting at a loss. Okay, gold is doing fine. Let's keep that one. All right, I'll be talking to you. If you have any question, please post it in the chat window, while we'll be talking in the next live session. Sorry about the entire disappointment, especially with the live stream. I am sure tomorrow will be pretty much better. Thanks for watching, and bye bye.